Welcome to this meditation practice focused on working with anxiety. Today, we will be using the metaphor of weather to help us understand and relate to anxious feelings in a different way. Find a position that feels comfortable yet alert for you today, whether that is seated on a chair or cushion or cross legged on the floor. You can even lie down if that feels better to you. There is no single right way to position yourself for meditation. Just find a position that allows you to be both present and at ease. As you settle into your position, feel the points where your body makes contact with the surfaces beneath you. If at any point during this practice you feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed, please know that you can open your eyes, adjust your position, or simply return to the sensation of your breath. You can even stop this practice and return to it when you are more resourced. For this practice, you may keep your eyes closed if it aids visualization, or you may keep them open. Find a neutral spot in the distance that you can look at and soften your gaze. Let us begin by bringing our attention to the rhythm of our breath. You don't need to change your breathing at all. Just follow the cycle of the breath in through the nose, down into your chest as it expands, pushing your belly outwards. The slightest hold and then the reversal, the contraction of the belly, the fall of your chest, and the exit of warm air from your nose or mouth. For a few moments, just focus on this cycle of breathing. In this practice, we will be exploring the idea of anxiety and the experience of it using the metaphor of weather. Just as weather patterns come and go across the sky, anxiety sensations and anxious thoughts arise and pass through our experience. First, check in with yourself. If the anxiety you are feeling right now, or the most recent time that you felt anxiety, if it were a type of weather, what would it be? Perhaps it is a thunderstorm with lightning and heavy rain. It may be more like a foggy day where visibility is low. It could be gusty winds that come in bursts, or a light drizzle that is persistent but not overwhelming. Take a moment to identify what kind of weather pattern best represents your experience of anxiety right now or your most recent experience of anxiety. Once you have an image in your mind, notice the qualities of this weather. Is it loud or quiet? Is it wet or dry? Intense or mild? Does it move quickly or slowly? Now locate where in your body you can feel this anxiety weather. Perhaps it is in your chest, or your stomach, or your shoulders, or somewhere else. Bring your attention to this area of your body and notice the physical sensations associated with your anxiety weather. Just as we observe actual weather but can't actually control it, we can observe our anxiety with the same kind of attention. We don't need to make the weather change. In fact, we can't. We can simply notice its patterns and movements. In the same way, observe your anxiety weather, and as you continue to observe it, notice if it changes at all. Perhaps the intensity increases or decreases. It may get stormier or milder or shift locations. The weather may even change from one type to another. A thunderstorm can turn into overcast clouds, or the fog can clear. Remember that all weather, no matter how intense, eventually changes. Even the most powerful storms pass. Fog lifts, rain stops. This is the nature of weather. And it is also the nature of our emotional states, including anxiety. If you notice your anxiety weather intensifying during this observation, that is completely normal. Just as paying attention to actual rain might make you aware of getting wet, paying attention to anxiety can sometimes intensify the experience. But this is temporary, and it doesn't mean you are doing anything wrong. It is just a part of the process of bringing awareness to your experience. Now, let us shift the perspective slightly. If the anxiety is like weather passing through, then who or what are you? In this metaphor, you may think of yourself as the mountain or the landscape that witnesses the weather. Imagine yourself as a vast and solid mountain. Weather of all kind passes over and around you. Sunshine, rain, snow, wind, fog. But you, the mountain, remain steadfast and unmoved as the weather systems come and go. From the perspective of the mountain, no weather is permanent. The mountain has witnessed countless storms and countless clear days. It doesn't resist the storm or cling to the sunshine. It simply remains present with whatever weather is happening in the moment. As you continue to observe your anxiety weather, see if you can connect with this mountain like quality within yourself, this part of you that can witness experiences coming and going without being defined by any of them. Notice how this shift in perspective changes your relationship to anxiety. The sensations themselves might still remain, but your experience of them shifts when you view them as passing weather rather than defining who you are. Now take a moment to remember a time when you experienced intense anxiety that eventually passed. Perhaps it was before an important event, during a difficult conversation, or in response to uncertainty. Remember how that anxiety felt in your body, the weather pattern it created. You do not have to immerse yourself in the memory of that experience. Even a flash of its essence or an image is sufficient for this practice. Remember how, eventually, that weather changed. The storm passed, the fog lifted, the winds calmed. You survived that experience of anxiety, my friend. This remembering helps us to trust in the changing nature of all emotional states. Just as that past anxiety eventually shifted and changed, the anxiety you might be experiencing now will also shift and change. This doesn't mean that we should dismiss or minimize our anxiety. Rather, we can fully acknowledge it while also remembering its impermanent nature. We can be present with whatever weather is happening right now while knowing that different weather will come in time. As we bring this practice to a close, take a moment to appreciate this perspective you've been cultivating, seeing anxiety as weather passing through rather than something that defines you. Know that you can return to this weather metaphor anytime anxiety arises, remembering that you are the mountain witnessing the weather, not the weather itself. Gradually bring your attention back to your body as a whole, feeling the points of contact with the surface beneath you. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your body relax completely. When you are ready, gently open your eyes if they have been closed. Thank you for practicing with me today.